All right. Good morning. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Can you guys believe that we're already the end of the first week of October already? Crazy, isn't it? Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Seems kind of nuts though. Time is this seems to be flying like fast. Let's get a couple of you guys on here. Give me just a second here so you guys go check this out. What's everybody's week been like? If you missed, I did it Wednesday. Wednesday, was it Wednesday? I did a happy hour Wednesday night. If you missed it, you missed out. Had a great group. Come on in. I think next week we're probably going to do it on maybe Tuesday or Thursday. Can't Wednesday. I got a prior engagement. But yeah, everybody seems that they want a second show during the week, and got to give the people what they want, right? So listen, if you jump on, make sure if you're watching this at any time, whether it's the live or the recorded side of it afterwards, jump on, say hello, let me know you're out there and where you're at. Yeah. I'm gonna give it just another minute here, see if anybody else jumps on. But like I said, if you're on, say hello. Let me know what platform you guys are watching the show from, because I think we're live on Facebook, right? Should be. Also from Twitter and the old YouTube, I believe. And I'm going to get started because I want to give a shout out to I'm looking for, I just had the piece of paper. What'd I do with it? Oh, there it is. I got a care package this week. I love it when we get care packages. So, and there's my man Barry. What's up, brother? How you doing? Thank you for jumping on. Always appreciate it. My friend Barry, go check out Forget Genetics, forgetgenetics.com, veteran owned. And listen, those of you outdoors people, and Barry, I got a couple of pictures some friends have sent me that are using your product. Check it out. It's been Forget Genetics. It's awesome. If you're a hunter, this is the type of stuff that you want in your woods or on your property. It's the stuff's amazing. And if you use promo code HMG, I'll give you 10% off at checkout. It's all right, man. I get it. I know you, Barry, you're constantly on the go, man. You're constantly on the go, but I appreciate you being here this morning, brother. It means a lot. Thank you. I got a care package from an old friend. I say old friend, Air Force veteran who I used to work with at a corporate job in another life. Mr. Ivan Jackson. And those of you that have been following me for my entire journey in this business, Ivan was part of a podcast show, JD's Rockin' Sports, when the S3 was before it was the S3 with JD. It was JD's Rockin' Sports. And Ivan was the co-host on that. Well, Ivan's got another veteran-owned business, and this was really cool. El Diablo Borracho. I said that right. I've been practicing it all morning. Came with a nice little card there. If I can, you guys go ahead and take a look at that. But this is what he sent me. These things are great. Now I haven't tried the tropical hell yet, but if you want a little spice in your life, by all means, go check them out. You can find them on Facebook, Diablo Borracho Hot Sauce, or on Instagram at El Diablo _Borracho. And I will post this like I usually do after the show or whatnot. But it was a nice gift. I like a little heat. This has definitely got some heat, made me sweat right away. The mango trip was really good, but the Thai zing was, I'm gonna hold that one up. Well, the stuff's amazing. I absolutely love it. So, Ivan, when you see this, proud of you, man. Great job. This stuff is good. So, those of you out there that like a little spice in your life, go check out veteran owned El Diablo Borracho on Facebook or on the gram. So check that out. That was a great little surprise gift to get and to really kind of start the weekend. So what else happened? Those of you that missed the show Wednesday night, the happy hour. I'm gonna touch base a little bit on, last week we were out at Team Atto for their All Heroes Open ball last Friday night, and the one of the a veteran that was sitting at the HMG table won that gorgeous Ford Bronco last week. Nick is his name. He was a Marine Corps veteran. Great guy. I didn't have a picture, but if you go to the Team Auto Facebook page, you can check it out. But what a great time last weekend. So Team Auto, thank you very much for allowing Team HMG, Heroes Media Group, HMG Beverage to play a small role in this again this year. And then the following day, we did the All Heroes Open fishing tournament, and we had a blast. We put in a Team HMG. We took third overall, and took first in most species caught. We caught 15 different species. The gentleman in the green shirt, that was our Captain Kevin Overstreet. Great man, awesome captain. Had a blast with him, and then the guy with the blue hat on the far right and the green shorts. That's my buddy Jimmy Buggs. That's the founder of Team Atto. So he puts on the, a lot of different events. This is their biggest event that they put on in a year. So if you haven't heard of Team Atto, I've brought them up before. Go check them out, teamatto.org. Had a great time last weekend in Tampa. So it was awesome. Just a lot of fun. What else? Since I'm doing, go check out there's a new website, social media platform. It's called NATC.news. And this is kind of their logo. We're going to be working on it. I'll put some other stuff on there. Just haven't had time to do it yet. But NATC.news, go check them out. And then while I was in Tampa, I got reconnected with a friend of mine who I've been talking to. And this gentleman, we're going to get him on the decision hour here uh, in the next, hopefully before the end of the year. But he owns a company called Ops Lens Worldview. This particular one, and the fact that I'm even bringing this up right now, we'll see if we get shadow banned again, because this company's been kicked off of pretty much every platform, which goes to show they're telling a lot of truth on things. Ron's a good friend of mine. Uh, follow his stuff, love working with him. So this is a company that we're kind of in the same realm of things, but great company that we're going to be partnering with, doing some stuff with in the future. So check it out. And I think my friends grow. So this ought to be interesting. If you guys can still hear me, great. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can still hear me out there. We might have to reset this here. All right, there we go. What's going on in the news? What's going on in the news? This has been a weird week with news stuff. A couple of headlines that I saw. So let's dive into it a little bit. I think it's funny. Oh, and before I do that, I got to give another shout out real quick. Let me do this shout out real quick to Home Studio Mastery. If you're a podcaster out there and you're looking to set up your home studio, it is a great way to do it. Check out Home Studio Mastery. They're working with us here moving forward, and they've helped me out kind of get lighting and stuff like that done for this year. different cameras. I'm going to have multiple camera angles here in the next couple of months. So we're up in our game here, and I absolutely love it. So thank you, Home Studio Mastery. Appreciate it. All right, let's talk. I titled this one "New Barrier." I think was or "New Barriers." I think was this week's title, and I can't help it. I one of the one of one one of the news titles that I saw this week was CNN says Trump was right. That was one. Um, and I think it had something to do with the Hunter Biden stuff. I don't know. I don't remember. I just thought it was funny because I think we're seeing a shift. But new barriers. The other big one, and this is more recent, kind of earlier this week, was this particular administration, this current administration now wants a border barrier. And the Department of Homeland Security came out earlier this week and made an announcement. It was actually on Wednesday, stating that the administration, this current administration, was waiving federal laws such as the Clean Air Act, the Safe Drinking Water Act, and the Endangered Species Act, all for this wall construction in Starr County, Texas, using federal funds appropriated in 2019. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. What did I just say? Current administration, and here's actually, I'm going to read another title. I think this one was from MSN. Biden administration flips on bigoted border wall after long history of attacks on Trump proposals. So I guess what's happening now is that this current administration, there's been a problem down at the border. This administration is addressing it, and they want to continue to build a wall or a barrier. I want to say that the word barrier was there. But again, you can't overlook the fact that the Department of Homeland Security and their announcement that they made, waiving federal law, waiving the Clean Air Act, the Safe Drinking Water Act, and the Endangered Species Act. They're breaking a ton of environmental laws to continue doing this. So it just seems weird that like everything that we've fought or certain people have fought over the last 4 or 5 years, 6, yeah, it's been longer than that. Let's look at it. From 2017, 2018. Now all of a sudden they want this administration to say, "Oh, we're going to build this wall." Why is that? It's weird to me. Or am I the only one? I don't know. I'm probably the only one. But what do you guys think of it? If you guys got something to say, let me hear it. I'm going to put this up here if I can. I don't know if I can do this on this new platform, but we're going to give it a go and see if this works. There you go. Depending on what platform you're watching this from, there's the Facebook's got it up, and I think YouTube looks like it put it up too. So flip flop on the border wall or barrier, excuse me, the barrier. Interesting. I don't know if anybody's got any input on that. What else did I see this week? Upside Foods. You guys have heard me talk about fake meat in the past, but fake meat company Upside Foods they don't show you when you tour these facilities, you don't get to see how the meat is made, and they don't necessarily have to tell you in the stores that it's fake meat. But I'm going to call out Upside Foods. So if you see any products from Upside Foods, chances are it's fake. There you go. They're the ones that are doing fake chicken right now. And there's a lot of things in it. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. This is just stuff I'm seeing. I'm putting it out there for you. Upside Food, fake chicken. They're literally making it in a a small, like almost plastic water bottle size container. So check that out. Let's get into some more important topics here. Um, House Speaker, that was the other one. Before I get in, House Speaker this week. What were your guys' thoughts on the House Speaker getting canned? Anything? Who do you think would make a good speaker now moving forward? I've heard like some funny memes going out there, like, "Oh, Trump would be a good House Speaker." Uh, Kind of hysterical, quite frankly. But what do you think is going to happen in the House Speaker's spot? JD, sorry to hear that you're sick. Apple cider vinegar and ginger. You're welcome. So House Speaker, I'm just going to leave that out there. House Speaker. What do you guys? What are you guys' thoughts on that? What do you think is going to happen with that position? Let's get into some veteran news now. I want to move into some veteran things here. Here is an article that I saw uh, this morning, or excuse me, yesterday. I don't know if it's morning or yesterday. I forget. There's a couple of them. Congressional veterans stunned and appalled at possible special operations cut. Here's the thing: when you look kind of deeper into some of these articles, and I'm going to share one from military.com. Same topic, just different article. Army special operations could be cut 10% as military looks to conventional warfare. All my vets out there, what are your thoughts on this? This is really no surprise. I don't think this is something I think that's been talking about. Um, I believe the military.com one, I think that article was from April of this year, but the MSN one was literally from, I think, this week or September, month of September. So within the last couple of weeks, but you're starting to see more of this kind of come out into mainstream media. What are your guys' thoughts on cutting military special operations? And those of you that are veterans out there, I would love to hear your input on what are your thoughts on cutting the special operations community by 10% or up, could be 10%. I guess it depends, right? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Again, those of you that are just tuning in, welcome. This is your HMG Weekly Wrap Up. I'm Adam Bird. Every Friday, 9 a.m., usually Eastern Standard Time. And good news is we're adding a new show. We're adding another show. We're going to do a happy hour one night a week starting next week. What week is it? You got to pay attention to when, because it could be a Tuesday night, could be Wednesday night, could be Thursday night. We don't know. It's certainly not going to be Monday night. That I assure you. So, what else? What else is going on? Somebody feed me. What else do you got? Otherwise, we're going to get into some new stuff. I'm really kind of going to keep my eye out on the possible, and maybe I guess the key word there is possible special operations cut. I'm not. Do I think it's going to happen? Hope not. I'd like to see it beefed up, quite frankly. And if they do that, none of us should know about it. My opinion. JD, what do we have here? Is everyone finally off the Colorado hype train? Ooh. And JD is sick and he comes out swinging. The Colorado hype train. Are you talking about Dion? I'm assuming you're talking about uh Deion Sanders and the Colorado college football. Is that what we're talking about, JD? Who do they play this week? JD. I know there's a little bit of a delay here. Be interesting to see what happens. Is everybody off the Colorado hype speak? I think what happens with Colorado, since JD's bringing it up, they play ASU this weekend at ASU too. Oh, that would be a good game to go to. I th uh, it's Deion Sanders. It's prime time. He's done some I mean, he's got the name and he's got the notoriety, and I think from a business standpoint, Colorado is using it to their advantage, and he brings a lot of attention to the program, to the community there in Boulder. I think it's a I think what it's doing has started to be positive. Um, I think people might have been a little unrealistic at the beginning, thinking like, "Oh, they're going to do a national championship this year or whatever." And not saying that, I'm not sure if anybody said that. I didn't, but um, could they have the potential as to be a contender for the national championship in the next 2 years? Potentially. I mean, again, if they have the talent, it's going to be a different recruiting class as long as he's there. I think. I think you're going to get, and he brought a lot of good athletes um, up there that won at a different division. You know, so let's see what happens. I think they've had some good games, but um I they've had some good games. They've had some good games, but I think what happened against Oregon is they got humbled pretty quickly, or they should have. So, Gabe, what's up, bro? Bro. Wesley Young, how are you, sir? I appreciate you. Wes, what's going on with you, man? Wes has been traveling the country, taking veterans out hunting, and I got to get on one of these hunts with him. Wes has got a great organization, Band of Heroes. I get to see him every year at the Great American Outdoor Expo. And those of you that are outdoorsmen and women, if you like hunting and fishing, you got to come up to the Great American Outdoor Expo at least once. Check it out at least once. It's up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's usually in February. So check it out. Wes, appreciate you jumping on, brother. And thank you for what you do. Gabe, what's new in your world, man? What are you doing? Traveling, shooting videos? Uh, all right. What else do we got here? So JD, I hope that answers your question. I haven't seen you respond, or maybe you're typing a book uh, in a response, but I don't know if that is if Colorado. I'll say this: do I think Colorado will have a winning season? Absolutely. Will they make it to a bowl game? Yes. Will it be one of the top 4 or 5 bowls? Mm, That would be. I don't know. I can't see them. No. Well, there you just said it right there. Too much hype for a team not even to make the college football playoff. Yeah. Hey, Gabe, nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Hey, Dave, what's going on, brother? How are you? Appreciate you jumping on. All is well. Thank you very much. We got to get together soon. So, this is good. I appreciate you guys jumping on this morning. You know, those of you that are just tuning in, we're just getting back into the home studio here. Been on the road last, 2 Fridays. Last week we were down in Tampa, Florida with Team Atto. Uh, Great organization. Go check them out. And had some great meetings while we were down there. Looking forward to some new shows that we have coming on board, and welcoming some new HMG family members as far as podcast shows go, and some new production team and whatnot. We got a couple of new producers coming on, some new writers, or we've had some new writers. So go check out heroesmediagroup.com to check that out. Let me throw that up there. There you go. Now you can go check out the website, new articles and all the shows there. Am I filming this? I'm live right now. Yes, Gabe, if that's your question. What are you asking? I'm live right now on a couple different platforms, and then so yes, Gabe. I guess technically we're filming it. Wes, let's get together again. All right, cool, man. Let's do that. Shoot me a text later today or over the weekend, man, because you're not far. I think you're not far. We can get together. It'd be good to see you. Um, what else? Hey, another product I want to do real quick. Another product that helps me. I've been using this stuff now for little over 2 weeks. Um, some friends of ours that we were recently introduced to Sisu Stamina. This stuff is great. It comes in a 60 chewable tablets. It's kind of like those of you that are, my age or a little older probably remember like the Flintstone vitamins. They kind of taste like that. It's like a vitamin, but keeps you focused. This stuff is amazing. I usually take this around right after 12:30, 1 o'clock when I'm just starting to like get off that morning high and I got to get focused again. Uh, it's a healthy energy. It's healthy. I love this stuff. You check it out. Sisu Stamina. Go to ulauniverse.com and use Heroes 10, and they're going to give you 10% off. This stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it. And it's veteran owned. So go support them. Check it out. Well, what do we got here? We got some more comments here. Bourbon, cider, bourbon, and bourbon. Yeah, that sounds about right, JD. I think that was yours, though. Your hot toddy recipe that you gave me many, many years ago. So, anyway, let's get into some shows. We had some great shows this week, again, and I absolutely love it. New show on the network, or a newer show on the HMG family, is the Hero Academy with host Super Dave. How to handle emotional crisis with his guest Robert Carlson. Over 20 years of instructional experience. He's an experienced master instructor specialized in active shooter response and active shooter community awareness, as well as an advanced firearms tactic and tactical medicine for military and law enforcement. Robert is dedicated to providing the best possible training for every student. So check it out. David, what's up, man? How you doing? Appreciate you jumping on. Thank you very much. So go check out the Hero Academy. Great episode this week with our man Super Dave. Check it out. Next up, we got Beyond the Rut. Another great podcast. Listen, those of you that are just jumping on or that see this after the live, you can check out all of the podcast shows by simply going to right there, heroesmediagroup.com. Check it all out. Need to call me later about a project. Hit me up, man. Shoot me a text. Let me know what's a good time to chat. Looking forward to it. Next up, we got you know what? I'm totally missing this out here. I messed this up. Let me see here. Give me a hot second. Next up, first off, that was the Hero Academy. Next up, we got, what do we have? Beyond the Rut. Beyond the Rut with our man Jerry. Another veteran podcast here. Love this show. This week is a mother's journey of self-discovery, self-awareness. She becomes a catalyst for generational healing. Miss Wendy Jones breaks negative cycles and creates stronger families and communities. So in this episode this week, you're going to learn, or what you could take with you, is how to discover the power of self-awareness in parenting and unlock the key to understanding your own actions and reactions. Also, how to break free from negative generational cycles and create a brighter future for your family with generational healing. Great episode. Check it out. That's this week's Beyond the Rut. Next up, we got Label Free Podcast. This week, special guest Calvin Tessito. He's a personal trainer, online fitness coach. Calvin shares his inspiring story of overcoming struggles and finding hope in his own life, from a difficult childhood to getting involved in crime and spending some time in the juvenile detention centers. Calvin's path was far from easy. However, he discovered the love of fitness while in jail, which became a turning point in his life. Pretty cool story. Check it out. That's this week's Label Free podcast. Next up, we got Other Side of the Firewall with Ryan and Shannon. This is great. I love this show. I've said it before. It's an IT type show. I don't know anything about IT, although I'm starting to learn more and more. They do a show every day, Monday through Friday. Most of their shows are anywhere from 12 to about 20 minutes long. Some of the shows this week, Wednesday, that was the cybersecurity risk of a government shutdown. Another one was NSA building an AI security operations center. This is a great episode. These are great episodes. Check it out. Other Side of the Firewall. Next, we got Carry On Politics. Carry On Politics this week. Lindsay sits down with Michigan Senate candidate Michael Hoover, who is the true voice for Michigan. Candidate Hoover is a fifth generation born and raised Michigander. Hope I said that right to all you Michigan people up there, and has fought his entire life for the American dream. He's a successful. He had a successful career at Dow Chemical Company and several highly successful small businesses, where he hired, trained, and supported hundreds of employees. Mr. Hoover says Michigan deserves a better future. Let's build it back together. So, all you Michigan folks out there, I know we got quite a few of you that follow us here. This one's for you. Check it out. It's Carry On Politics. Next up, we got Pushing Back Chaos. This week's topic: drugs, alcohol, sex, and then nothing. It's a special episode. It's very raw and real. It's upfront about darkness and addiction, or what darkness and addiction can bring, but also very much filled with truth, ownership, gives you some hope and faith. This week's guest is a friend of Mike's, Wayne Mimics. I'm sure I said his name wrong, so Wayne, I apologize. Shares his testimony and his new purpose to create a 365-day devotional book on recovery to help others who are lost in the darkness of disease and pain. This was a really cool episode, very powerful. Check it out. That's Pushing Back Chaos. Next up, we have Time to Shine Today with our man Fergie. Fergie does a couple of shows, episodes each week. One I'm going to talk about right now was yesterday. Kim Harrington was the guest. It's a true powerhouse of knowledge and experience, holding a Series 7 and 66 licenses, as well as a life, health, and annuity license in multiple states. Kim has a track record that speaks for itself, but that's not all. He's also a certified disc trainer, and he's a U.S. Marine Corps veteran. He's also a retired CHP. I'm assuming California Highway Patrol officer. Dude's a badass. Check it out. Love it. Time to Shine Today. Check it out. Next up, we have Because Bikers Matter podcast, our man Vegas. This week, his guest, Dr. Mike Ashino, a dentist who is who's passionate about serving veterans. Mike shares his story, his personal connection to veterans, as his grandfather was a World War II veteran, and how it has inspired him to give back to those who have served. Dr. Ashino's team organizes an event called Celebrating Those Who Have Served. This event started as a response to the state of Illinois discontinuing the program for free dental services for veterans. So what happens? Dr. Ashino comes in, and his team decided to step up and continue providing free dental care to veterans on Veterans Day in the state of Illinois. So if you are in Illinois, if you're in Illinois and whatnot, and you need some dental stuff, check it out. You can find it all right here at Because Bikers Matter podcast. Great episode this week. And thank you to Dr. Mike for doing that for our veterans. Next up, we got the Misfit Nation podcast. This week, overcoming anxiety. Let me step back here real quick. Misfit Nation also does multiple shows each week. This one that I'm going to talk about right now is a journey of resilience with U.S. Army veteran Lisa Federline. She's not only a veteran, though. She's a warrior who has faced battles both on and off the battlefield. Her advocacy work to remove barriers to the VA mental health care has made significant impact on the lives of fellow veterans. This was a cool episode. Checking out Misfit Nation podcast. Next up, we got Environmentally Speaking. This week, they dive into the world of environmental assessments and due diligence in the commercial real estate transactions. Those of you out there in real estate and whatnot probably know or that there's a lot of things that go into purchasing commercial real estate and having things to do with environment stuff. So check this out. This was a great episode, Environmentally Speaking. What do we got next? Next up, we got MSEC podcast. This week, Dr. Emily Goodman Scott discusses multi-tiered systems of support, the MTSS, and the importance, of school counselors' role in meeting the needs of all students. She highlights the benefits of universal mental health screenings in educational settings and how buy-in and support is critical to the to a successful implementation. That's this week's MSEC podcast. Check it out. All right. What do we got next here? Next up, we got the Arms Room Show. This week, they're discussing how to create an ethos and finding purpose with your people. Awesome episode, as always. Every Monday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you can hear their new show pops off. Love it. Check it out. Arms Room Show. What do we have next? Got a few more here, folks. Stay with me. Chasing Happiness this week. A deep dive into the mysterious and transformative world of psychedelics with Jaden Ray, the renowned founder of Steamy Kitchen and best-selling author. Jaden opens up about her journey to mindful living and food-based wellness through the lens of her platform, Steamy Kitchen. With her wealth of knowledge and experience, Jaden sheds the light on lesser-known benefits of psychedelics, focusing on their potential to enhance our mental and emotional well-being. Guys, gals, I've talked about psychedelics on the Decision Hour show in the past. We're going to hear more about it here in the near future as we're working together with a couple of organizations that deal with psychedelics and plant-based medicines for veterans with PTSD and TBI moving forward. This was a great episode that really kind of opens up more and more of the idea of using these. It's becoming more and more popular. And I think it's something that people really need to look closer into. So check it out. Great episode this week by Chasing Happiness. Next up, we have the Joel Evans Show. This week, Master Healer Josh Cameron, who's also a veteran, by the way, he is here talking about how to overcome trauma and PTSD, with inevitably led him to a spiritual teaching that taught him how to do the same for those with chronic pain, trauma, specifically the veterans. As like I mentioned, he's a veteran himself, so he understands the community. This was a great episode, the Joel Evans show. Check it out. Joel's got some other stuff coming up, so stay tuned. If you're not following him, you should. Next up, we got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. Every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we got your 6 at 6. We got your 6 at 6. And they also do a weekly wrap-up show. The People's Patriot Project, nonprofit organization. They do great shows because they got multiple shows during the week. But this one here, we got your 6 at 6 every Sunday night. They do like a round table. They got a lot of musical guests that come on. Great episode. Check it out. People's Patriot Project. What else? No show this week for the S3 as JD and Lady M are recovering from their trip to Florida, which I had the opportunity to see them both, and I have not seen them in quite a long time. So it was nice to see JD and Lady M down there. Boo. What's the boo, Steve? I just get jumping on here. What good to see you though, Steve. I'm glad you're glad you're on here. Listen, sponsors. Let me give a shout out to some of the sponsors real quick. I mentioned earlier Sisu Stamina. They got a discount code for you guys right now at Heroes 10. We're pushing this. Love this stuff. It's going great. Absolutely love it. Check it out. Also, the new one, Home Studio Mastery. They're helping me out, kind of build studios. And actually, for all you podcasters out there, if you need help, that's something that we're going to be offering here at HMG. And these are the people that we're partnering with. Home Studio Mastery. Absolutely love it. So thank you guys over there at Home Studio. Forget Genetics. My man Barry was on earlier. Go check out forgetgenetics.com. And we're going to start putting these all on here. I'm actually working on that stuff today, getting this stuff so we can get this stuff up here. A long time ago, Steve. sorry about that, buddy. Forget Genetics. Steve, you're going to want this stuff on the property out there. I know you're a hunter. Forgetgenetics.com. Check it out. Use HMG10 to get 10% off your purchase. Alibi Tattoo. If you need some ink done, or maybe you have a tattoo that you need to get rid of, go check out Alibi Tattoo. Love them. My Tax Fella. It's getting to be about tax season. It's right around the corner, guys. Get your stuff done. Get it done right. Go see mytaxfella.com. My man Anthony and his team. He's got a large team over there. They're absolutely amazing. Everybody over there is great to work with. Carrabba's down in Fayetteville. This is the one on Sycamore Dairy Road. Thank you, Carrabba's. Check them out. Motorcycle Safety Lawyers. As if I have to say it. If you got a motorcycle and you ride, these guys should be on your speed dial. Check them out, Motorcycle Safety Lawyers. Got a whole brewing over in Eureka Springs. Thank you very much. If you're down in Arkansas, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, go check them out. It's a great ride. It's a beautiful area down there. So check them out. Great brewery down there. Home Studio brought them up. Feed the People, Buy the People. My man AJ Richards. If you missed Wednesday night show, AJ came on. It was awesome. Check it out. Feed the People, Buy the People. JB Auto Clothiers. And I'm not wearing a jacket today, but JB Auto Clothiers, they got some new stuff coming. Let me tell you, these guys are amazing. Made in America, right? Custom made to measure suit specifically for you. And they got some new stuff coming, so stay tuned for that. Jim Neary's Bait and Tackle. That's where I got to be this weekend. I got to be out on the water again. Jim's Bait and Tackle, veteran-owned company. Thank you very much, Jim, for all your support. Appreciate you guys down there, Southern PA, Southern Lancaster County. Warriors on the Water LTD, another great organization. Take veterans and first responders out fishing. Go check them out as well. And, of course, I cannot forget our sister company, HMG Beverage. We got some new stuff. I got some mugs, coffee mugs. You can kind of see the one there in the background, boop, right there. Check that out. We're going to be having those up on the website here starting, I don't know, maybe this month. Plan is November, but maybe I'll put them out earlier. Maybe I'll do a giveaway next week. I don't know. We'll see. You got to stay tuned, find out. Do the suits come in size circus tent? Yes, they do. For you, Steve, absolutely. In fact, if you'd like, we could make one that looks like you could be like the ring guy. You know, maybe even find a company that can make one of those little hats for you as well, right? Not Steve's got the tramp stamp, huh? There you go. I love it. Listen, this was a great week. I'm glad. I am glad as much as traveling as we do. It's always nice to come back to the home studio and link up with all you guys on these different platforms. Again, don't forget to go check out our friends over here at El Diablo Borracho. Again, I know I said it right because I've been working on it all morning. El Diablo Borracho. If you need some spice in your life, go check them out. Ivan Jackson, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for sending me the little care package, man. That was awesome, and it's freaking hot. So I love it. That's it. That's all the time I got. And before I go, I should have mentioned this earlier. I got to give a shout out to a very special lady, Mrs. Bird. 4 years today. So happy anniversary, dear. Fortunately, she's at work today. So, and I know she'll end up watching this sooner or later. So I got to cover myself there, right, guys? Anyway, that's it. That's all the time we got today. All right. Check us out. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have a posting here over the weekend on what night we will do the happy hour next week. Probably Tuesday night. We'll do the happy hour. Maybe Thursday, Tuesday or Thursday. What do you guys think? Why don't you guys leave a comment in the section below what night you want me to do happy hour next week? But in the meantime, listen. Use your head. Don't believe everything you see and hear. Look stuff up. Sorry. Oh, almost got away. Almost went the whole show without swearing. Dang it. Anyway, enjoy the weekend. Get outside. God bless you. God bless America. I appreciate you all. Share this with us, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care.